We are live now.
Nikhil, are you ready? Nikhil, are you there?
Yes, Parvati, we can start. Yeah.
Yeah, you can start, Nikhil.
Okay. Thank you. So good evening, everyone. I hope everyone have joined. So before starting the same, I would like to share my screen. So meanwhile, like I hope I have given one assignment yesterday. So I would like to know about the, answer. So meanwhile, you can share your answer in the chat box. So I'm waiting for the answer which we have discussed yesterday. So you can share your, answer what you have understood, or maybe what your thought regarding the thing like which we have shared yesterday. It's the question is like, what is a basic reason of which it happened? This AI, it's not developed or found any applications, or it have not used with some different applications when it was first coined. So I would like to know about the answer for the same from each one of you. So please add your comment in the chat box. So I will be waiting for the same. So meanwhile I will share the screen also. I hope everyone can see my screen. Okay. So meanwhile, let's see what is the answer. Maybe just I will check the command like which I have received from the students. So I'm getting answer. It's like, sir, AI did not develop in those days because the cost of the computer and use of the computer. It is telling like that. So let me check again this. So I'm waiting for a few more answers. Okay, few people are telling that like the technology or the things was not sufficient. So let's quickly go to the thing. So as if now we are just discussed yesterday about the, just basic idea about this robotics technology, and even we have just started with this AI. So you all are waiting to see what's going to happen with this AI and how it was developing, and let's see why it was not developed. before it was like found. And maybe if you check the history of AI, it is like same. It was also developed, or it was first coined, and maybe in the year of 1956, and it was the period between 1950 to 1980s. The AI concept was started, and maybe due to some reason. So I need the reason from you people. And due to some reason, it was not developed, and it was like went into this peak. So I'm getting so many answers also in this chat box. So anyone want to share a few more options? So let me check the screen again, chat box again. Okay. So I'm getting that like lack of technology and so many answers I'm getting. So anyway, I just want to ask you, yesterday we have designed one pick and place robot, right? So today I just want to ask you, and maybe like yesterday itself, I have asked you, if suppose I'm keeping some 3 or 4 components in this my hand, okay? For example, I'm keeping one key and I'm keeping one soap. So I have 2 components, right? So I'm asking this robot or the machine to pick the object and to place somewhere. So how this machine will understand? See how you people are learning the things. Maybe like you will go to different classes, higher classes, like from your nursery time to till now. I hope you people are studying in 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So you people are learning so many new concept and new ideas, and maybe you are gaining knowledge, right? So you will learn and you will understand, and you will keep in your memory. So whenever it is required, and you will show that, like, or else you will show some output, or else maybe you will tell this is that. And maybe you know what, how to open the Zoom and how to attend this session, right? It is also the thing, same thing you have learned and you are using the same, right? So again, here we need to teach the machine. So that is the first concept, okay, into this AI. So how to teach the machine, so that is the second concept. And third concept is why it was not developed when it was first coined. So if you check the time period or the year between 15 and 18, can we have any system like the Zoom or Google Meet? Can we had any system like Zoom or Google Meet? Obviously no, right? So we are in a world that will write some letters and will exchange the what your maybe we like, if you want to share something to your friend or your family, what you will write letter into his address. So things happen like that during that period, right? So how many days it will take to reach the destination? That is, if suppose you are sending one letter from for example, Bangalore to Delhi. So how many days it will take? We don't know how many days, right? It may be 1 month. It will take during the time. I'm telling about this 1950s and 80s, okay, not now. So or maybe it will take 2 weeks, or it is like if you are sending by postal. So imagine the reach of the information from Bangalore to Delhi. It took days, or maybe it's like 15 to 20 days, right? So this is how the situations was there in this period. And even during that time, we don't have any system to store informations also. Even now, we are in a digital world, and we have a beautiful cloud system to store data and to process data, to exchange data. And maybe if you want to share an information immediately to a person in USA, from India to USA or India to UK, Canada, Australia, whatever it may be, you can just share within a fraction of second, right? So this is how like data or information are exchanged or discussed, or we are getting some solutions. Or maybe if you are doing some project work, assume you are maybe in working in Google or some reputed company, and if you want to ask your doubts to the people who are in the abroad or who are in different countries, maybe you can discuss in a fraction of second, and you can clear your queries and you can develop the thing, or else you can move forward to the next thing, right? So this is how like things are happening. Excuse me. So the data exchange, it's possible. And even this Zoom Meet, Google Meet, or even if you take our beautiful Gmail system, we have our personal drives. I hope you people are using this drive system. So this system, it's available now. So why can't we also develop? And even if you want to develop some technology, what you will do first? You will search in Google, or else maybe you will talk to the people who already gathered the information. So maybe he have gathered the information by reading some journal or articles. So we have different types of journals or different types of ebooks. Even books are there, but still, if you want to know about something, if we Google, we can get right. So the data bank or the data storage system, cloud system, it's available now. So because of that, development of technology, it's happening. So in a short, we can tell it's all because of this big data, right? So it's all because of this big data, this development of technology, or this technical things, or any business development, or any whatever. If you see in our day-to-day life, even if you see, for example, if you take Amazon or Flipkart, what is a process? If you are planning to buy something, for example, if you search something in the Amazon, what's happening there? After some time, maybe if you are busy with some other things, so you have missed that. So whenever you come back, maybe after 2 hours, if you are switching on the your Google or something, maybe you will get some notification from Amazon, or you will get a timer running there. It will tell this product have this much offer for this much particular time. Have you seen that? So obviously, I hope you people have seen that. So from that, we can understand the people have taken your data immediately when you search something in the Amazon, right? So this data, it's taken, and they have like given you a special offer, or maybe to attract you, they have given some timer and something, etc. It's based on the product value. They will do something marketing strategies. So they will yesterday, so meanwhile, one question is striking in my mind. Yesterday, when during the chat time, I have seen one chat actually. In the chat, one student have asked how this AI is going to help some entrepreneurs. So the answer is simple, which I am explaining now, so you can listen to that. So here, the Amazon want to improve the business. So the business is improved with the help of this data. So data, it's ultimately, if suppose I'm searching for some product, so I am the D1 or data one. So they are giving some offers or advertisement, or they are making me attracting to this product, and they are making me to buy this product. So this is how they are taking your data and processing the same. So now next step, it's like after buying the same, what is the next process? What you will do? Suppose like while seeing that, and you have purchased the same, and next step, it's like you will go to the review page, right? So obviously the people will call you for the review, and moreover that you will have an option to add some photos and reviews also. In the review page, you will add review. Maybe if you had, suppose like if you have purchased, for example, you have purchased some backpack, okay? So maybe you will put the review. The opening and closing of this backpack is not good, or you want to improve the things or the quality of the same. Suppose that is a review if you have it. So this reviews will be taken by the manufacturer, and ultimately manufacturer will see when they are getting bulk of reviews like this. So can we tell that review is also a data? So again, they will analyze this data or information, and they will share this information to the technical people who are production or producing this, or who are the manufacturing of this product. And maybe they will improve the technology, or they will improve the quality by analyzing this review, or that review we can tell it as again data or information. Ultimately, maybe like if they want to change the technology or to production technology or something, they will adapt for new technique. So what's happening there? They will tell again the people to find new solution and the improvement of technology, or ultimately we can tell the development of technology, it's happening there. So this is how like things are happening in this marketing world also. So I hope you have understood the importance of this data in this real world. So maybe after some time or tomorrow, we can discuss more about this big data. So now our point, it's like the question was 1950s and 80s, 1956, it was first coined by John McCarthy, but still it was not developed. The answer is it's because of the lack of data or the storage system. Even we can tell the cloud system. So this is how like things are happening. So now you know what's happened, right? After this COVID-19, what happened? Maybe more digitalization have been happened. So ultimately, we people are in digital world, and even if you want to order some food, and if you want to travel, and if you want to buy something, whatever it may be, everything is available in a single click, right? So they know what you have bought, and the people will understand what mode you have transportation, and even the people can take all the information or data of your personal, even not personal, I meant this details like travel details, purchase history, transaction, even bank people knows this. So this is how like they will access this data and ultimately understand the requirement of the people. And if they are feeling that it have to do some improvement, they will go for that. Ultimately, with this data, we can develop new technology, and technology it's developing because of this reason. So I hope ultimately you understood this. So that's why it was a long maybe like a long chat or long discussion, or the long sentence which I have explained you. So I hope you have understood the same. And if you have any queries, you can add in your chat box. I will clear you the same after the discussion. Okay. So it's simple. It's all about of big data. So this is why it have been not developed during that period. So now let's go to this AI. So now you have understood why this AI was not developed, and now what is the reason it is developing. Now next let's see what is mean by this artificial intelligence. So I will give you 2 minutes time, because I don't want to tell again directly, because I want to make your brain to work. So at least you can put your answers in the chat box. So at least you just think what is your idea, or else what is your concept, or what you have understood regarding this AI. I want the entire students to write your answer in the chat box. So please, and don't copy the answer which is in your screen. Okay, it is like a bigger definition, maybe like I want just simple definitions. Okay, if it's like wrong also doesn't matter. I want some beautiful and simple definition from each of these people who are listening to this session. Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes time. Just think and come back to me. So meanwhile, you can just think, and you can just share your ideas also. And if you have any other queries also, you can add in your chat box. Yeah, please. Okay. So anybody have any answers to share? I have seen a lot of answers, but still I didn't find any perfect answer. Maybe I can share you the same. Uh, Okay, so let's start designing this AI. For example, you have the machine. Let's take the yesterday's example itself. So we have the pick and place robot. So now we are going to insert AI, what AI feature to this machine. So what is mean by AI? So now our objective is changed. Okay, yesterday's objective was to pick some object, right? Now today's objective is I'm keeping two products here. I have kept one soap, and I have kept one keychain here. Okay, so I have kept. I hope everyone can see this. Yeah, I have kept one keychain and I have kept one soap. So thus today's objective of my project is to pick the soap or pick this chain. Okay, I am particularly the machine have to pick this object when I have given the command. Okay, so ultimately the machine need to understand what is in my hand, right? So now we need to teach the machine so to understand, I mean, like different types of products. So how we can teach the machine? See how you will learn. For example, if you have a subject like physics exam or maths exam tomorrow, so I'm sharing you some syllabus or topics to study and how you will learn actually. Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? So maybe you will study from textbooks. Okay. I hope you all people are having textbooks. And if you have NCRT and maybe like if you all syllabus are common now, CBSE, NCRT syllabus only. So you will be studying from the textbook. And maybe if you love your teacher or maybe if you like your teacher very well, you will study the teacher note, you study your teacher notes also, or maybe you will study from your friend's notebook also. So maybe that is also a information or the things you need to study, and maybe you will watch some YouTube videos, and maybe you will read some ebooks. It's a rare case people will do like that, and maybe I'm telling about your case. Okay, maybe higher class obviously you need to go for that type of things, and maybe if you want to go for some other options, maybe if you have some doubt, you will chat with your friend in WhatsApp. Maybe you will send some voice and he will also send some voice. So can we categorize this into three categories, like this text, voice, videos? Okay, so these are the three things which we can able to understand or analyze. So same way, this three technique also we need to fetch into the machine to make the machine to understand what's going to happen. So we can also teach the machine, or we can also make the machine to understand or to process this image or process this video or process this text, or making the machine to understand. We will fetching this machine with this enough data. So we will tell this three categories as simple word as data. So the data which includes some text, voice and videos. So we will be fetching these things to the machine, and machine ultimately understand what is this concept, right? So this methodology of this process ultimately mean by this AI, or in short we can tell human is going to create a machine which can able to maybe like mimic the human behavior, or else in simple we can tell which can the machine which is going to create by human, which can able to do or which can able to do some action or maybe some process like how a human can do, and even how a human can think, and how a human can do some activities. So we are going to create a machine like how a human can process all the things. This is the same concept which human have found and going to implement in different sectors. So ultimately, it will be improving the entire world, or maybe like we can tell the entire world business, or maybe like everything will be improving. So in short, if you see the common definition which I have added in the screen, AI is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines. Or else, in other words, we can tell AI is a technique which enable machine to mimic human behavior. So this is how like we'll create the AI technique. And next thing is like the three concept which you should know when you're planning to learn this AI, machine learning, and deep learning. So now you have understood what is meant by AI. Now let's go to this ML and DL. Maybe machine learning, it was predicted as ML, and the deep learning, which was the short form of this, it's like we can tell it as DL. So maybe some people have biggest like confusions regarding this. What is this AI and what is this ML and what is this deep learning? So I hope everyone can see this pie diagram or a pie chart. So in that, the AI was mentioned it in the outer region, I mean like or else in the outer circle, and afterwards which is inside that I have mentioned it as ML, and maybe after that I have mentioned it as DL. So anybody can tell what is a, anybody can share what they have understood from this? Anyone? 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 Okay. So I'm getting, okay, maybe like you people are confused. So I'm getting so many answers too. So maybe I will start with this AI. So as we have already told, AI, it's a technique which enable machine to mimic human behavior. So that is the concept or the of this AI. Now, if it's moving on to machine learning, so what is mean by this word machine learning? It is same like we need to teach the machine. So the process of teaching, which we can tell the human have, see, ultimately these things are the names which is given by human only, right? It is not like the which is came from some, what should I say, as like God or nothing, right? It is like everything what we have created, and even in this Zoom or this everything, it's like human creation. And with some concept, they have given this name also, machine learning. And now, if you see the machine learning concept, the machine learning, it's a subset of AI technique which uses statistical method to enable machine to improve with experience. So anybody have understood what is mean by this command? Like the subset of AI technique which use statistical method to enable machine to improve with experience. Anybody? Okay, I will explain you. So now you have understood what is meant by the simple AI concept, right? I hope maybe like in your class itself, there are different stages, level of people are there, right? Maybe above average, below average, maybe like good in studies. So they don't need extra time, and they will be studying the same within I mean like maybe 1 hour. That's it. Maybe like other students need 1 day, or maybe the other students need 1.5 day. So we don't know what is a like exact time period of the human to learn, right? So same way we need to analyze a machine also like that. So to analyzing the machine like that, so who is taking lecturer to you, or else maybe you will get some physics, maths, chemistry lecturer or notes, right? Your teacher will be sharing the informations or the things, right? At least like she should gain some knowledge, or maybe her experience. Maybe we can tell, maybe if she have good experience, if or she he or she have good experience, the people will share you more ideas, or maybe more concept in depth, maybe in a crisp or shorter form. Maybe you will understand more about this, right? So likewise this AI, oh sorry, this ML, it's designed to make some experienced things to fetch into this machine, and maybe that can able to process, to predict some output. Ultimately the machine have to predict what is in my hand, right? After prediction, it is, if its prediction is okay, it will go and pick the object. So likewise this machine learning, it's a subset of AI technique, and which uses statistical methods. Statistical methods means it will like some mathematical calculation or statistical analysis it will do, and finally it will predict the output, and we will get what should I say, good output or good prediction if you have some experienced thing in the machine. Same like for example, uh, maybe two people are there in your class. One is like average, one is good in all studies, and he's good in maths, physics, chemistry, but he is not good in GK. But the other guy who's like average student, but he is good in GK. So we are going to conduct a quiz competition. Can anyone tell who will win? Maybe if the questions are more from GK, the average students will win. The average student will win, or else if that other case, the other will win, right? So same way the different cases are there, right? So there it plays experienced person. So if suppose the experienced person, the person who's getting question in GK, which will that average student will tell the answer, because he knows that answer very well and he is having good experience. So that is a concept which is regarding this machine learning technique. And ultimately this system is designed with the help of coding. So maybe day after tomorrow you will get a coding good like idea, or the class or lecturer regarding this coding, how this machine learning coding was done. Okay, so now if it's moving on to deep learning, again deep learning, it's a subset of ML which make the computation of multi-layer neural network feasible. So what is mean by this multi-layer neural network? Or oh, so leave this multi-layer. I hope you all are and know this neural, right? This neuroscience, or maybe this neural brain. So as it's like same human, maybe some output or the prediction should be very accurate, or it should be very perfect, right? For example, if you take robotic surgeries, maybe in our universities, Amrita University, and if you search in Google and if you go to YouTube and if you search some videos, I mean, like regarding robotic surgeries in Amrita Medical College, you can see that beautiful robotic surgeries which is done by gynec department or maybe the other department too. So you can understand how these robots are doing surgeries. See, again, this robot, it's going to help, maybe like it will get help more from this AI too. And this deep learning technique, maybe it will be using in some particular cases if you need to give some accurate answers. For example, if during some surgery, if a human or person doctor is feeling not well and he's like upset, he will be absent, and maybe it is like human what life it's like he's playing, right? That should not happen, right? When we can't predict whether the human being's mind maybe like fluctuating, it is changing, but still so far I hope all the doctors are very good. Maybe like in some cases or some areas we have read to due to the, I mean, like what doctors, what should I say, that the lack of things, so many issues also happen. So again, now that should not happen in this robotics condition, right? So the robot should be perfect and it should not have any confusion or any doubt when it goes to the medical sector. Or if suppose some surgeries will insert this camera or this different equipments, if it's having some internal something, okay, any surgeries, so it ultimately it have to use and predict uh, spontaneously based on the condition or based on the situation of the patient, right? So during that time we need to go for this deep learning technique. Maybe this deep learning will help and predict the system with the help of this multi-layer neural networks. So this is how like concept of this AI versus ML versus GL, or else this three concept works. And the next thing which I just want to discuss, it's like why this machine learning was introduced. As you have understood the machine learning, what is a concept, right? Now now my next question is like why this machine learning was introduced. Imagine if you don't have any machine learning technique, it will be very tough, right? The machine to predict so many things. And so because the three reason which I have listed, it's due to statistics and computer science and AI and neuroscience. So these three sectors, and we need to improve this. We have introduced this machine learning technique, and maybe in the neuroscience technique, we just want to do design operational model of brain. See, as I told, we are going to create a machine that can able to mimic the human behavior. The major part of the human, it's one of the major part, it's like brain, right? So again, we are going to create some design and operational model of brain. So neuroscience concept we can work out with this machine learning technique. And even if this computer science and AI also required, so we need to train more robust version of AI system. So again, that was a great challenge. So which was done with the help of this computer science and AI. Again, if it's go to statistics, so we need to know how to efficiently train large complex models. See, as per the human concept or the human thing, human knows some ideas about some things, but human can't learn all the things, right? Even maybe I can tell something about this AI or something, but I can't tell the things like what's happening in this health sector. I mean, like this the things what is, for example, something okay related to health, maybe doctors things I can't do, right? I can't act as a doctor, right? But the system of this machine with this AI, it have to do all the activities or all the things, right? So this concept which you have to implement, so that may be like we have how we need to know how to efficiently train large complex model to get the output. So this is was like machine learning concept was introduced. And I hope you people know what's happening in this Snapchat, I hope at least maybe like more than 50% of the people in this session are using this Snapchat for entertainment purpose. So you can see that people are using it. I mean, like maybe like we are using Snapchat. So this again, entertainment sector also supported with this help of AI and maybe like this machine learning. And I hope you have seen this. Snapchat filter uses augmented reality and machine learning for your flower crown selfies. And even if you want to buy some furniture, and you can take the image processing will do this process, and finally it will place different types of what furnitures, and they will give you the picture or idea about like how it looks. Okay, so this is a like machine learning and AI supporting the same, and even the Netflix, the app that knows what you want. I hope the at least again more than 50% who are people who are sitting here, it's really, or else you're using the same concept, right? So this is our like Netflix and Snapchat works. So now next, if you see the application of this AI, so from the self-driving car, healthcare, finance and banking, social media, e-commerce, logistic and supply chain management. So maybe you can see, I think I can list only few here. Maybe if you see few more, almost all the things are supported by with the help of AI. So maybe in the last day we can discuss in detail about this applications, even each and every application, how it is supported. Maybe like I can show you some video also. Okay, so I hope you have understood this concept. And so now next, if you go to this data, okay, so now the machine is ready and the concept you have understood what you want to do, right? So now next, let's give some so I will give you some introduction about this big data. After that we can wind up. So now you have understood the big data or data. It's an important thing which you need to understand, or which you need to, I mean, like, know if you want to work up in this AI or ML or DL. So now next is like data which can be from different sources, right? For example, it's like whatever, we'll start our day with something, some message or something. Maybe like you will switch on your phone, or you will send some WhatsApp message, or some, you will take some photo, you will take some audio, video. So many things you will do, right? So that's all we can tell it as data. Or else, in short, if you go for some mobile recharge, so what's they are asking actually ultimately, they're asking for how much data you required, right? So data ultimately they are meaning that what all things you do in your mobile phone. I hope you people will do some reels and you will watch reels, and maybe you will try some reels also. Maybe the TikTok was, it was already banned, but still we have different types of things which is happening in this Instagram and even in this YouTube reel. So these all we can tell it as data. So if you process this all these things, and we can categorize all these things as data, and how much, imagine how much data in a particular mobile if it's generated per day. Can you please predict? So it is like we can't know, right? Each and every individual uses a different technique and different requirements, so we can't tell how much data they have used, right? So this is the graphical representation of the data which was generated from 2010 to 2025, and it was like maybe we can tell the volume of data or information created, captured or copied or consumed worldwide from 2010 to 2025, and it was given in zettabyte. Okay, you can imagine how drastically it is increasing, and you can see that in 2022 it is like prediction, okay, not like, but obviously more than this have already happened. And you can see on this 2022 it is like 97 zettabyte data it's generated. Imagine 97 zettabyte, it was already generated, and maybe in 2023 it's going to happen. So now I want to give you an assignment to you for the tomorrow's session. Maybe you can note down the question. So what are the different types of data which is generated from different sources? Okay. Maybe you can think about all the sectors. Okay. So my question is like, what are the different types of data which is generated from different sources? So like any source, okay? Or else I can give you a simple example. Already I have given this mobile phone cases, like, so what are the different types of data? That is like a simple data, normal data, and maybe some verifiable data. Okay. So it is an answer. So maybe you can note down verifiable data. So verifiable data means, can anyone tell what is mean by this verifiable data? Please, because I'm talking from start because I didn't give any break also. So I want some answers from you people also. So anyone tell what is mean by this verifiable data? Okay. So verifiable data, it's nothing. I hope you people will do some online transaction, or else your mom or dad will do some online data, some online payment or something, right? So while payment, maybe like some certain cases, they will send you some OTP. Okay. So this OTP, it's a request which is given by bank. Okay. And that message will come to your phone. And maybe if you are using the phone and you need to answer this OTP and you need to copy this OTP and you need to share the same to the bank authorities, right? So here the data exchange is happening, but it is the verifiable data and it need to verify whether you are going to operate this, or you are going to log in, or you are going to do this process. And maybe verifiable calls also you will get. So likewise, the verifiable data are categorized. And okay, so same way, the data are also different types. So I want the list of data which is generated from different source. Maybe you can predict and write, and you can share your answer tomorrow. Okay, you have time till tomorrow. I mean, like time till 6 p.m. Okay, so you can think and you can give me the answer. Okay, so meanwhile, I just want to play you a video, so maybe you can understand more a little bit about this concept. So just 2 minutes, I'm going to share a video for you. Okay, just a second.
Sir, are you there?
So just a second, I'm sharing my screen. Just got
Oh,
some technical issues. Just a second. So this is like a video. No, I'm not finished. Okay, I'm getting that like answer. It's like students are asking whether like no. I just want to play a video. After that, like we can wind up. So just see this video, and maybe like in yesterday or day today, I have told that this Flipkart, that's beautifully designed a warehouse with the help of this AI, or maybe you can see how it was designed. Okay, so I will just move to that. So just enjoy this video. Okay.
Efficiency and a culture of care are at the advanced technology, efficiency and a culture of care.
So it is the Flipkart which they have created a big warehouse recently. I think before 2-3 months, it was completely controlled, or it was operated with the help of AI and robotics. Okay, you can just watch this and understand. Okay.
Are at the heart of everything we do at Flipkart. And India's largest warehouse at Harinkhada is a testament to that. The size of 12 Olympic-sized football fields, this warehouse, that's located 50 kilometers from Kolkata, is futuristic, AI-enabled, sustainable, safe. Flipkart's big box warehouse in Harinkhada is leading India's supply chain revolution. Now, more than ever, e-commerce has the power to truly connect every Indian. E-commerce is a lifeline for individuals and businesses, large and small. And infrastructure is key to bringing them together. This mega structure spread across 2 million square feet with state-of-the-art technology, 6 mezzanine levels and 5 million cubic feet of storage is putting Indian supply chain infrastructure on the global map. With connectivity to major trade and transportation hubs, including in Northeast India, and best-in-class traffic management that can receive one truck every 6 minutes. The big box warehouse benefits lakhs of sellers and customers through pan-India market access and faster delivery of shipments. This enormous warehouse employs thousands of skilled people with cutting-edge technology assisting them at every step. The technology helps cut turnaround time, improve customer satisfaction, and reduce fatigue for the workforce. Nearly 70% of the technology is built in India. At Flipkart, our vision is to build a sustainable and green supply chain. This warehouse incorporates sustainability initiatives into its architecture. Initiatives such as water harvesting system, sewage treatment plant, solar panels, and electric vehicle charging points will ensure we not only work for the planet, but give back to it. Flipkart's Big Box is also pre-certified by the Indian Green Buildings Council. Safety is at the heart of everything we do at Flipkart. Even in a structure of this scale, industry-best safety measures are a priority to safeguard the facility and our employees. Every day, Flipkart's Big Box warehouse will process over 1 million orders packed sustainably to reach customers across India. It will connect lakhs of small businesses and create opportunities for thousands of supply chain workers, transport businesses, delivery personnel and more, all committed to working for India. Technology, sustainability, empathy. It's the future of supply chain.
So now I hope you have understood. I hope you have understood this video. Just a second. So this is how the Flipkart warehouse was beautifully designed. Maybe like all the technology, or with the help of this AI and this robotics, they are running this beautiful system. And I hope you have understood the same. Or it is like now at least you have understood how this e-commerce sector or this logistic and supply chain management team, like all India level, how they are using this AI, or maybe, or at least we know like our cases, like we can track the like products, and we can see where it have reached, and we can understand how it was, like where it is, the current location of the same, and when it will be delivered to us, and so many things, right? So this is how like technology helping the different business sector, and moreover that this e-commerce and logistics supply chains are supported with the help of AI. So now maybe tomorrow you can just think about the answer which I have shared you. It's like what are the different sources, or maybe like we can tell what are the different types of data which can be generated from different sources. So I have already told one example. It's like verifiable data. I'm waiting for the other answers also. Okay, tomorrow we can discuss the same, and maybe we can discuss about data science and big data in depth tomorrow. And day after tomorrow you will have this Python coding classes. Okay, a little bit of the start, how what is this Python, and things will be discussed by this Google person. Okay, and now let's move to Q&A. So you can just add your questions in the chat box, so maybe I can share few of your answers also. Okay. Okay, I have got some beautiful answer from Satyanarayanan. It's like what he told, it's like ML require feature extraction and works with label data set, whereas DL works with unstructured data. That is like a wonderful answer. So I think to elaborate this sentence, maybe after tomorrow I can give you more idea, because he have told something related to data also, this unstructured data, and maybe the answer is mostly depends upon this data, or maybe tomorrow we can discuss about this more in detail. Okay, and if anybody have any other question or anything want to share to me, just please add in the chat box. I'm waiting for the same. So it's a Q&A time. So one guy, have Deepika Gupta have asked me, by the end of this workshop, can you please share your slide with us? Obviously, some notes, lecture notes, or maybe this PPT will be sharing to each and everyone after the session. Okay, yeah, maybe end of the day, or else maybe within after that, within 2 3 days, you will receive your certificate and this PPT also. And moreover that, the main criteria to get certificate, it's like you need to attend all the day. Okay, maybe like this 5 days program you need to attend. Okay, one question is related to, sir, can you please tell about cyber security in it's included in AI? So maybe tomorrow I can share you the same after this big data and data science class, or maybe you can understand more, because the cyber security obviously plays with this data, right? So obviously data I need to tell. After that, I will share you the answer regarding the cyber security inclusion in AI. So any question? Okay. Somebody is telling my dream is to join in Amrita. So obviously you can join, and if you want to join in with some good scholarship, attend this AEEE exam, and maybe you can score some good marks in JEE also. After that, you can get into Amrita with some good scholarship also. Okay. And one more question I got, again, this DSA difference between AI. So maybe like it is good time to discuss that maybe after tomorrow, because data and data science are the important factors that to be considered when we designing this AI system. So, and we need to know what is this, how this data is analyzed or how this data is processed. And maybe we have to wait for, maybe like we can discuss the same tomorrow. Okay. And one more question I got, which is the most easy used AI programming language? So obviously the answer is Python, because Python it's very simple, and most of this, I mean, like school people and maybe the 11th and 12th students, those who have taken computer science, they are learning this Python programming, no? So obviously Python it's an simple thing, or which you maybe like you can also learn Python when you have free time. And it maybe like it doesn't matter whether you are from bio background or humanities or arts, because everything what we deal it's like digital things. So in this digital thing, the all the application or the web browser, it is working under this programming mode. So you should learn, or else you should get some idea regarding this coding also. Okay, I hope with that, like, we can wind up for the today. And maybe if you have any queries, you can add in the chat box and we'll clear you the same by tomorrow. And moreover that, I need everybody to answer, or everybody just to think about this data concept and how, what are the different type of this data. So thank you, and thank you all. Yeah.